Do you believe in ghosts? Hi, my name is Bella. Welcome to Meg Reviews. In this episode, I will review the book Ghost Boys. A 12-year-old boy from Chicago named Jerome was shot by a police officer who had mistaken his toy gun as a threat. He said he felt hot after the bullet hit him because the bullet came straight from the gun. Now he has become a ghost boy. Let alone being shot, Jerome lived a hard life, bullying, racism, and all sorts of bad stuff. Jerome was always being bullied by 3 guys named Eddie, Snap, and Mike. They bullied him all the time, where it even came to a point where they would threaten him. He was also dealing with racism because the police officer that shot him was white, and Jerome was black. The police officer says he thought that the gun was real, that's why he shot him. However, most people in the book think he did it on purpose because Jerome was black. Something helpful to know about the book before you read it is that the author likes to change between the past and present a lot during the book. My favorite character is Carlos, Jerome's friend. The reason he's my favorite is because he is a very good friend to Jerome and to Jerome's younger sister, Kim. He also helped Jerome get out of many bad situations. The theme of this book is definitely racism, because in the book, Jerome got shot for no reason. Or so they say, it's because he was black. The book is set in the present. However, I think most people would think it was set in the past because of the racism. Most people don't know that there is still racism going on in the world, even in the state, which is hard to believe, but it's true. The setting of this book was very easy to understand. You could definitely tell what is happening and where they are. It was very easy for me to imagine the story in my head. I think other readers would enjoy this book because there was always something that would happen next, so you would never want to put down the book because you would never know what would happen and you didn't want to miss something. The book definitely gauged my emotions because there was lots of parts where it became very intense and sad. Most of this book was very intense, sad, and serious all at the same time, so you never knew if you were sad, scared, happy, mad, etc. Although I know for sure I cried at least once during this book, and I think everyone who reads it will also cry. This book is not part of a series, but I wish it was, because I think it would be cool to have a whole series of different racism books like this one. This book is 214 pages. This book wasn't too challenging to read. However, in my opinion, this book can get a little confusing sometimes, because the author does change between Jerome's life when he is alive and when he is dead. The reason I find this confusing is because I could never remember which life the author was talking about. I felt like this book was complete. However, while I was reading the book, I was wondering when the author was going to tell us the story of how Jerome died. The only thing that you might find a little unbelievable in this book is the fact that there is ghosts in this book. If you believe in ghosts, you probably won't find this unbelievable. But if you don't believe in ghosts, you probably will find it a little unbelievable. However, it is still a great book. My favorite part of this book was when Jerome meets Carlos for the first time. The reason this is my favorite part is because I felt happy for Jerome, because now he would have a very good friend that will stick up for him no matter what. I think I would do anything different because overall this book was a great read. I would recommend this book to ages 11 and up because I feel like little kids that would read this book would find it a little too violent and a little too challenging to read. I would give this book 5 stars because I think this book was really good and very detailed. I would really recommend this book. I think if you were looking for a good book to read, you would love this book as much as I did.